Hello and welcome back to Shakesyear. We are working on the second Maiden's tragedy, and we get to hear from Anselmus' wife again today in Act 4, Scene 1. So we're focusing on the plot line that deals with Anselmus' wife, and Anselmus wondering if she's faithful, and Votarius seducing her and them actually sort of falling in love, and then Votarius getting jealous of Belarius through a misunderstanding. So he tells Anselmus that her faithfulness may be wavering a bit. And at the start of Act 4, Scene 1, she was really laying into Votarius, saying, the fact that you told him that my faithfulness might be wavering a bit is now going to make it a lot harder for us to be together. So he concedes that that was not the wisest choice for him to give her away. But she has a plan, and this plan is that Votarius is supposed to put Anselmus like in a nearby closet or behind a curtain or whatever, and then Votarius is supposed to enter into her space as if he owns it and he's allowed to be there, and the two of them are going to have a rendezvous, and she will flatly turn him down, and she will have a sword handy with which she can also threaten him. And witnessing this, Anselmus will no longer doubt her fidelity, so then she and Votarius can sneak around and do whatever they want behind his back. No worries. So Votarius is like, yes, cool, I'm on board with this plan. And he leaves, and Leonela comes in, and there's the lady's maid and the lady are not seeing eye to eye. Remember, Leonela and her boyfriend Belarius want to set all of this up to screw Votarius over because Belarius and Votarius are enemies. So Leonela is really not on the wife's side. So she comes in and she's acting like she doesn't have to listen to what the wife has to say. She's just like, I can do whatever I want. And the wife is like, no other maid has the sort of freedom that you do to bring your boyfriend over here in the first place. Do you have to let him like run around and mess things up for everybody? Like, do you have to be sleeping with him in every room in the house? And so she's very frustrated with Leonela, and Leonela has a little aside where she's like, oh, you'll get yours later. And Anselmus' wife has a little aside where she says, oh, the wrongs that ladies do their honors when they make their slaves familiar with their weaknesses. They're ever thus rewarded for that deed. They stand in fear even of the grooms they feed. I must be forced to speak my woman fair now, and be first friends with her. Nay, all too little. She may undo me at her pleasure else. She knows the way so well. Myself not better. My wanton folly made a key for her to all the private treasure of my heart. She may do what she list. Come, Leonela, I am not angry with thee. So this is a lovely sort of two-faced monologue that she has going on. She's frustrated with herself for letting Leonela in on her secrets because now she knows Leonela has the power in this relationship. She's like, this was really dumb of me to confide in her and let her know what was going on, because now she can undo me anytime. She can completely destroy my life anytime she wants to. So I'm gonna have to be friends with her, or at least pretend to be friends with her. So she takes a breath and she says, Leonela, I'm not mad at you. And Leonela's like, yeah, you are. And she's like, no, I promise I'm not mad at you. Here's a jewel as a token that we are still friends, and I need to ask a favor of you. And Leonela's like, yeah. And she's like, I need you to go find Votarius and tell him to wear some armor tomorrow. And Leonela's like, what? As most of the audience might be too. So to answer that what, we will get to hear from the wife again tomorrow. So I'll see you for that. Mwah.